Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the British royal family, and today I'll be talking about Harry's latest potential purchase for Meghan. It seems he wants to buy her not just another property, but an island even. Is this so that she can reign in her own little kingdom? He's alleged to be looking for a property in the Caribbean, and now word has it that he's actually looking at the island of MUSTIQUE where Princess Margaret had her villa. It's the villa that he wants to buy, although I wouldn't put it past him to want the whole island eventually. Apparently Harry thinks it would be wonderful to buy it back into the royal family, although he's trying not to be a royal, so that doesn't really make sense. So, having been turfed out of Frogmore Cottage, whereby you have the rebellious Wallis and Edward, where they are still, albeit in the garden with the frogs, so now Harry and Meghan want to prove a point, something a little more glamorous, a lot more glamorous, and it actually makes perfect sense to me. It seems that when people have an island to themselves, they can basically do what they want on it, unfortunately. Although Harry and Meghan won't own the whole island, I can guarantee that they will want to be buying up more, and Meghan will act like she owns it all, even if she doesn't. There is, I believe, another important reason why Harry is set on eventually buying the island, no matter how unrealistic that seems. Over the years, Prince William and Catherine have stayed on that island, and it became their favourite place in the world. They could be themselves with no paparazzi, and they went there many times, and it even reached the point where even Catherine was nicknamed the Queen of MUSTIQUE. Previously, it was the late Princess Margaret, the Queen's sister, who had acquired the nickname of Queen of MUSTIQUE. So of course Harry wants to buy this for Meghan, another way to take something important from Catherine and give it to Meghan. When I say taking it from Catherine, I mean taking the fact that it was their place where they like to go to be themselves, and if Harry and Meghan have it, it's guaranteed to cause problems. It was Catherine's most favourite place in the world, the place where she chills out and has had many a romantic getaway with Prince William, and she even took Prince George there on his birthday when he was little as well. Harry knows full well that if they buy that place, he can make Meghan Queen of that island, so to speak, and she will be known locally as the Queen of MUSTIQUE, just as Princess Margaret was, and Catherine. Meghan would probably want to ban people that she didn't like, pay back for every perceived and imaginary offence caused in their small minds by William and Catherine. I wouldn't be surprised if William and Catherine had even spoken in the past to Harry about how much they loved that place and how special it was to them. He would have known that. Catherine and William used to visit with Catherine's parents, and William and Catherine loved the place. And they stay in a 5-bedroom villa costing around $35,000 a week on their trips. That villa comes with private staff, beautiful views, and a 60-foot infinity pool. It was also designed by William's close friend, property developer Andrew Dunn. And it also has a chef, butler and gardener on hand, so that it's definitely a chance for them to totally relax and get away from their usual life. William and Catherine have been travelling to MUSTIQUE for years. They love it because it's so secluded and private, and it's a no-fly zone. The fact that they're very good friends of the owners is also a plus. So is it any surprise Harry and Meghan want to be there to try and spoil things for the Prince and Princess of Wales? The island was bought by Colin Tennant in 1958. He bought it on a whim, having never even been there, and his wife, Lady Anne Glenconner, describes it as being beautiful with blue sky and green sea, but the island was full of mosquitoes, which is how it acquired its name in French, and she apparently was soon covered in mosquito bites. It cost him £45,000 and had no running water, no electricity, a few cows, which were described as being feral, and also the most poisonous tree in the world, which is the manchineel, and there were apparently hundreds of them. This man promised his wife that he would make MUSTIQUE a household name. She was the daughter of an earl who was equerry to King George VI and was well used to an aristocratic lifestyle with a footman and maids living in a stately home. She had known Princess Margaret since they were children, and knowing how much Princess Margaret loved the place, Colin asked her if she would like a wedding present, either something in a little box or a piece of land. Princess Margaret didn't even ask her husband before agreeing to have a piece of land, and asked if they would include a house. Colin did not want to disappoint her, and so agreed that he would build her a house there. Princess Margaret used to go there on her own because her husband Tony did not get on well with Colin and only went there once. So it was Princess Margaret's escape from everything. By the 1980s, he had sold up, so anyone visiting the island would stay with Princess Margaret at her villa. It was bought by an American businessman, Jim Murray, and developed by him. It now belongs to the MUSTIQUE company, which is owned by the island's homeowners. The island has about 120 private villas, many which are let through the MUSTIQUE company. This includes the Cotton House, which is a hotel, the only hotel, which has 17 rooms, and a beach cafe and a separate restaurant. The island has been an exclusive sanctuary for rock stars and celebrities, royalty and heads of industry to relax in anonymity there. There was in 1964 a new settlement built where the original inhabitants of the island were given a plot of land and a new home in that location, so that's how the new property originated. Golf carts are the only modes of transport, and it's definitely a unique place to get away from it all, literally. So if Meghan was living there, in the villa that was Princess Margaret's, she would feel like she was taking place of the Queen of the Island, and would absolutely relish the role. So the rumour about Harry wanting to buy it for Meghan, I think it would be the property because he wouldn't have enough money for the whole island. I don't even think the whole island is for sale, but I wouldn't put it past him wanting to acquire the whole lot. I can just see Meghan pushing Harry to buy up more property on the island so that they could feel that they had more say, more ownership, more control. Can just imagine Meghan insisting on people calling her HRH and curtsying in her own little kingdom. I've often said that there is a much bigger picture and all the royals are part of a bigger plan for the world and do have their part to play, but it will reach a conclusion soon. And also we have the picture of Harry and Meghan where they've gone for a holiday, allegedly, and I don't think it looks like them. I think it's very much like the pictures they've done of their children, whereby you can only guess if it's them or not. And I think it's the same with this picture. I don't think it's Harry and Meghan. I think it's just the start of them showing us how they're going to be living the island life. So let me have your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.